Good afternoon, standard 5th. So let's start with our EVS lecture. Student, I'll be continuing from where I have stopped in the last class. So in the last class we have studied about water. What we had studied about water? We have studied about the dissolve the solvent that dissolve in water, isn't it? We checked about sugar that dissolve in water, soil and sawdust that does not get dissolved in water, that get settled below the water. This we have seen. Then three states of water. The three states of water are solid, liquid and gaseous are the three states of water. And the thirdly we have seen how to make drinking water clean and safe. So it is a process of boiling. By boiling we can kill the microorganism present in the water. So by this we can make the water safe for drinking. So secondly, water pollution. How water is polluted? Water pollution happens when toxic substances enter water bodies such as lakes, rivers and oceans. Then from the by this water gets polluted. But then disposable water from waste water from residential building as well as from factories and industries which contain many kinds of impurities are passed down to the lakes and rivers. By this water get disposal. Okay, water get polluted. By this what is the threat caused for the aquatic animal? The animals that live in the water, they will be dead. This water is not used for any of the purposes. We can't use for any of the purpose. It has a bad smell, and many microorganisms will be there in this water. So this water is unfit for any of the use. These are the threats of water pollution. Then we came about purifications of water. Then how to make water purification? Natural method. There is a natural method. Contaminant water is small on a small rock, sand, charcoal with the three layer, and the last layer the water gets into a clean water. Okay, then purification water. What are the steps to purify water? There are the first they pour a water into one jar, and that is purified to the another jar. Then they had some chemicals, and that jar is transferred to the another jar. Okay, and last they make the water pure. This is the steps that use for purification for water. But the water that comes to our house for our resident, how that water is purified? That water is purified in the at the water works by four processes there. The first one is settling. How the water is made to settling? The water from the water source is allowed to stand in the large tanks. Alum is also used to help the process of settling. Okay, the first step. The secondly, oxygenation. Air and water are allowed to mix with the help of pumps. This causes oxygen from the air to dissolve in water. Can you all see this machine? Okay, by this the water is purified. And thirdly, filtration. The water is filtered after settling the water and after oxygenization of water. Then the third step is filtration. We have to filter that water. Whatever water is settled down and whatever the oxygenation, the water has mixed with the air and water, that should be filtered. So water is filtered using the filtration machines. And lastly, to kill the germs and to avoid that bad smell, chlorine is mixed in that water to kill the germs. And finally, the water that comes to a house is sent to the tank. So by that we'll get water every day. Okay, are you all clear with this? Okay, next, after that, famine. What do you mean by famine? Can you all see this land? How the land is very dry. How this is caused? This is caused because of low rainfall, where the place do not get rainfall at all. At that time we face this type of natural disaster. This is a natural disaster because of rainfall. Okay, see, because of this rainfall, even the human beings and the animals also suffer. Can you all see in the first image how the land is very dry and there is no water? In the second image, the trees are very dry. Okay, and the animals, even they are fallen dead. Okay, humans and animals suffer from scarcity of water. See this, how the land is very dry. Land also dries up due to evaporations. And this famine, see, because of this famine, even the wells, there is no water, the lands are very dry, the dams are Can you all see the dams are also empty. In this time, the government and the people, they get together and give certain solution for the people of that area. They Government temporarily moves people and animals from famine-stricken areas to the safe places where they can be provided with water, food, grain and fodder. Can you all see these green tents? The green tents are the fodder that is provided by the government for the needy people in those places who do not have water for survival. Okay, government moves people and animals to safer places. Fodder camps are set up. These are fodder camps. Okay, this is all about famine. Okay student, have you all understood? So next, coming to face all these situations, to solve the solution, we have to do some we have to think something. So what we have to think to avoid this famine and drought? What solution we have to give? So that is called water management. So we have to save water. See, we do not get all through the year rain only comes for the 4 months. So in these 4 months we have to save enough water. So how to save that water? That is called water management. We have to manage to save the water. That is called water management. Rain brings us water, but we get rain for only for 4 months in a year. If rainwater is not stored, we will not have water for our daily needs after the rains. So what to do? So to meet the whole year need for water, rainwater must be stopped. To have enough water all through the year, we have to stop rainwater. So when it is stopped, it percolates into the soil. As the groundwater storage increase, trees get water. When water is stored in this type, the earth, the land, it soaks the water and it gives life to the trees, and the land do not become dry. Okay, this is the first step. Making rainwater seep into the it goes into the soil, seep into the soak karte land. Okay, next, that is not enough for all the places. So government had thought of building small reservoirs. This is called reservoirs. Building small reservoir to store water. But this cannot be done in all the places, all the districts. So what to do? Then they have started to building counterbunding. Okay, several methods are used to make rainwater seep into the soil. Large dams can be built, but that may not be possible in all places. In that event, the government and the people came together to undertake several work as a building smaller reservoirs. Counterbunding. This is called counterbunding. Stopping the water of the smaller stream by constructing bunds or bandaras. This is called stopping the water of the smaller streams by constructing bunds or bandaras. Okay. By this way, we can store water. This is done by the government and the people together. But one more thing, in the village side and all, people started to build individual well. Every house they have a well to store water. Okay. In some places, wells are dug in river beds to allow water to collect in them. Rainwater falling on roofs of houses is drained into large tanks placed besides the building. Usually, using all such method helps to store as much as water as possible. This method can be also stored by used by us. You can see in many of the societies, like a tower, those who have the buildings, those who have towers and all, they have an underground tank. The underground tank, the water is filled by rainwater itself. You can see, you can ask your parents, do you have underground tank in our society? Okay, so these are the things that we studied, is all about this lesson, water. So to wind up this chapter, I'll discuss some important points to remember. We have to remember these points. When substances that are harmful for living things get mixed with water, it becomes polluted. As you all seen in the first PPT, how water gets polluted and how it is harmful for human beings as well as for the animals. Okay, and for industrials and the factory owner, they have given a rules and regulations. Before the waste water is transferred to rivers and lakes, that water should be processed. After processing only, that water should be transferred to rivers and lakes. Before waste water is let into water bodies matlab rivers and lakes, it is processed in many ways to prevent their pollutions. Okay, first process is taken by industries and the factories, then they can leave that water to rivers and lakes, or the government will mm, punish them if they do not do like that. Then thirdly, before the water is supplied to the public, the dissolved and undissolved substance in it are separated at the water works and the germs in it are destroyed. Now when we get water from by the tank, daily we'll get water, isn't it? So how that water is purified, you have seen that water is purified by the fourth step, that is settling, oxygenation, filtrations and chlorination. By this water is filtered and then it is passed to the tank, and then we will receive the water. Okay, and next, if it does not rain for a long time, it leads to drought and famine. As you have seen the pictures, how the places where famine and drought is caused, the human beings suffer because of the scarcity of water, human beings dies because of the scarcity of the, even animals will die because of the scarcity of water. To avoid this, government have started some policies of fodder. Okay, now apart from that, what we can do to store water? We can water management. Water management means stopping or storing water or letting it percolate into the ground to make it available even after the rainy season. Okay student, so these are the important points that we studied about water in this lesson. So here I have completed the lesson of water, and also December month syllabus. I have completed the December month syllabus. I hope transport I have given the notes for you. Communications and mass media also I have given the notes for you. And part 2, stone age and stone tools, even that I have given the notes. So water is remaining. The next class I'll be giving the notes of water. All the students should write the notes clearly in your workbook. Only some students have sent me the pictures of the notebook that you have written. I want all the children to send me the picture of the notebook, isn't it? When you have a first semester, second semester exam, then what we will do? I'll also send a class test as soon as I finish the November month portion. After giving the lesson water, for next week I'll give a class test. So be prepared for that. Okay, that's all for today's class. Thank you. Have a great day.